Welcome to episode 23 of My Yarny Corner. My name's Alex and I live in Yorkshire in the UK, and this is a podcast all about knitting and crochet. So welcome everybody. I hope that you're all okay and I hope you've had a lovely crafty 2 weeks. Today is the 2nd of December, which we all know is Vlogmas season, so I'm doing Vlogmas as well. So for those of you that like to watch that, there are some Vlogmases going up on an evening as well. But I didn't want to miss out on the podcast because I do enjoy doing it. So I will leave a link to everything that I talk about, and that will be in the description box below. That sounded really weird how I said that. Anything that I talk about in the video will be linked in the description box below, and all the places that you can find me will be in the description box below as well. That was a real mouthful today, I don't know why. So you can all tell that I've moved position. This is because I took Finlay to school this morning, and when I came back they have dug up the path outside my house. So if you can hear that in the background, they are drilling and digging and everything else. They're putting virgin media into the village and the entire village is just getting dug up at the moment. So I can't really get away. I've tried to move as far this way to the back of the house as I possibly can, just to try and drown out the noise, but I can hear it clearly, so I'm hoping it's not coming over too bad on the video. I'm really sorry, there's nothing I can do. They're going to be at it for the next few days, so if I don't film, I'm not going to get filmed. So hopefully it's not too bad, fingers crossed. A sip of my coffee. So we've got a few things to talk about today. We've got some finished objects, some works in progress, and I've got some incoming goodies to share. There is the shop update tomorrow night, which will be the last one before Christmas. I'll leave that right till the end of the video, as I usually do. If you don't want to stick around for that, that's absolutely fine. But I'll talk about that right at the end. So how have we all been? I cannot believe we're in December already. Well, the noise has stopped. My ears can breathe. It's gone so quick this year, it really has. We're coming up for a year on the podcast. The 11th of January is a year that I started podcasting. It's gone so quick. Hey up, Stewie. Here he is, Mr. Trouble. You can say hello? No? Yeah, it's gone really quick this year. It's absolutely crazy. But I've not even got all my Christmas shopping finished yet. It's only the 2nd of December. Why am I stressing? It'll be absolutely fine. Absolutely fine. I'm not going to stress. I'm going to enjoy the Christmas season. So, what shall we talk about first? We'll start with finished objects. How many have I got? 1, 2. 2 and technically 1. If you watched the last episode, you'll know that I stole some yarn that Danny had dyed. I fell in love with it instantly and just took it. And I made some socks. This is Danny's pea soup yarn and I just love it. Pink and green is my favourite colour combination. So I absolutely love these socks. So they are finished, thankfully. Now, I did go down a needle size on these. I normally do 2.75, but the last couple of pairs of socks that I've made have been quite big. So I've gone down a needle size. I've still kept 64 stitches, but I've gone down to a 2.5 and they do fit much better. I just did 12 rounds of ribbon, 4 inches for the leg, my favourite at the moment, which is the shadow wrap heel, and a standard Kitchener toe. So they are just vanilla socks. I do make vanilla socks more than anything because I find them the most comfiest. And yeah, so there's not a lot to say about them, but they are at the moment my absolute favourite pair. I've worn them 3-4 times already. They've only been off the needles about a week and I've already worn them so much. I was going to put them on today, but I thought, no, I need to show them on the podcast. And then I considered, can I actually just show my feet and I can still wear my socks? Like, no. So yeah, those are them. Really pleased with them and I'm so pleased that they're finished. So that's finished object number 1. Now, finished object number 2 is a project I had no intention of casting on. I was scrolling through, not Facebook, Instagram the other day, and Davina from Little Workroom Crafts had posted a picture of a Stephen West hat. Oh, I fell in love with it straight away. It was one of those things where you look at it and you go, I'm casting it on. This is it. Now, it's a slightly different version to Davina's. I think hers was I'll put it on the screen. I think hers was the painting honeycombs, and you had more of these sections. This one, I think, is just called the honeycomb hat. This pattern came free with the Hiberknit-along last year, which came out, was it Boxing Day or Christmas Day? And this was a free pattern that came with it. Now, if I'm totally honest, I never thought I would have made it until I saw Davina's and just fell in love with it straight away. I copied her main colour. She did a dark blue, so I'm sorry, Davina, for copying. But it's just, hers looks beautiful. And she's got all different colour sections in it as well, which is just gorgeous. And then she's matched the pom-pom to one of the colour sections. It's beautiful. So this is my version. Now, it's a DK weight hat, so it was a really super quick project. I started this on Saturday night and I'd finished it by Sunday night. That's how quick it was. Because these sections here, can you see the striped? There's only actually 40 rounds of these striped sections, so it is really quick. And these are all slip stitches. You can stick your finger through there. Absolutely gorgeous. I did make a couple of changes to the pattern. It called for a 6-inch rib. I did 4 because I don't want the rib that big. And I don't understand what the ribbing was on it. I've never seen it before. I changed the ribbing. Mine is just a 2x2 ribbing. Now in the pattern it was different. I'm not sure what it was, but I don't think it was a twisted rib. But I just wasn't sure how it was going to look, so I just did a standard 2x2 rib. And yeah, it's just beautiful. The pom-pom is from Nat Helm Yarns. Now that is a new to me Etsy shop owner, and I'm so impressed. She's got a lovely, lovely Etsy shop, and the pom-pom is just beautiful. Look at that. Isn't it gorgeous? So really, really impressed. I want to make some more of these. I really want to do one with a white as a main colour and then really pale pink sections inside, or really pale blue. I think that'd look lovely. But I'll definitely make some more super, super quick. And at the moment, it's my only hat, to be honest. As you all know, there's not a lot of people that ask me to knit for them. So I still do, throughout the year, put a Christmas gift knits together. But it usually just goes to charity. So the Musselburgh hat that I'd made the adult large, which fit me when I made it, but as I wore it, it continued to get bigger and bigger and it just kept falling off my head. So that went off into the charity box and that got picked up last week. So at the moment, it's my only hat and I don't mind. It's really nice. I'm going to make some more of these and it looks so nice. I'll put it on here. It's lovely, isn't it? Because it's DK weight, it's super, super warm. So, that is my second finished object. I have had another finished object, but that went off to my friend for Christmas. I made her a little mouse that I sent off to her for Christmas. I'll pop a picture on the screen. She absolutely loved it and she's called her Pringle. I did put it in the Facebook group, but yeah, she received her on Tuesday, I think it was. So technically there's another finished object, but I've not really got it here to show you. But yes. So we shall move on to works in progress. Now, we'll start with the Salem sweater, which is not in that bag, it's in this bag. This is now on hold, which I'll explain about why in a minute. But I've made quite a bit of progress. I've completed one sleeve. Oh, do it that way so you can see. That is all the cable down one sleeve. This here is where I messed up and I had to decrease quite sharply, but when you've got it on, I don't think you'll be able to tell. And I've moved quite a bit down the body. It's just so slow going now. It feels like I've been working on this sweater forever and I don't know why. I don't know whether it's because this bit takes such a lot of concentrating that when I am working on it, it's quite an intense project. I don't know, but it's just taking forever. I'm going to put it on hold though now for the rest of December because I'm doing Advent knitting, and I'll pick it up again in January. But yeah, it's coming on, it's just taking a while, and I'll be totally honest, I've nearly given up on it about 4 times just because it feels like it's taking forever. I can't seem to get a rhythm with it, but I think that's purely and simply because of this section. I do love it, and I'm keeping going with it because I think when it's finished, it's just going to be one of my favourite sweaters. The sleeves I've kept slightly shorter. They just come to about here. I'm hoping it's coming out the right length, but once I've got it on, I think they should come just slightly shorter. Yeah, I love it. I love the sweater. I love the colour. It's just taking a long time, and I think because it's when did I actually start it? Did I start it during... I think I started it before Vlogtober. I'm sure I did. I mean, the sleeve worked up really, really quick. Considering you just... I don't know how to explain it. It's just taking a while. It really is. I just need to get on with it, is what I need to do, and stop moaning about it. Because I love the sweater, I absolutely adore it, and I'm going to be so pleased when it's finished, and it's warm, it's a DK weight, it's going to be cosy, and just what I want. But I knit on this, and I measure it, and I'll think, right, okay, I've done a couple of inches, and then I'll knit for an hour, I'll measure it, and I've still only done a couple of inches. I just don't know how, it just doesn't seem to grow. I spent all last week working on that, and it's still only that. I did finish the sleeve as well. I love it, and I think I'm just being mean to it. I feel guilty now. It's just taking a while. It's going to be worth it. It's going to be totally worth it. It's just taking forever. I've got to the point now where I'm like, right, do an hour on the sweater, or do an inch of the sweater, and I'm sort of breaking it down into days. Like, I've got about another 10 inches to go on the body, maybe not that long. And I think, right, if I do an inch a day, I can have the body done by such and such. But I think, oh, I've got the other sleeve to do yet. And I followed Sharon's advice. Sharon has the SCR1 TNO podcast, and she says do your sleeves first, because it's easier to do your sleeves first without the bulk of the sweater. And maybe that's why I feel like it's taking so long, because I've only made 2 sweaters before. I don't know. It's just taking ages. It'll get there. It's on hold for now, but it'll get there. Oh, we've lost a doodah. Is it in here? A needle stopper. Oh, it's there. So yeah, it's getting there. It's getting there really, really slowly. But I'm going to keep going. Because I do love the sweater. It's gorgeous. So that is my first work in progress. My second work in progress is almost finished. This will be finished today. This is Danny's cowl. And this is the Sockhead slouch cowl. Now, this is one of our own colourways. This is blue suede. This is another one that's taken forever. But yeah, it's nearly finished. There's 4 inches of ribbon at the bottom. I've kept this bit slightly shorter. It should have been another 4 inches. But I think that's a really good length. Now, I'm not going to do an entire 4 inches at the top, just because it can flip it then. So if he wants the ribbon at the top, he can have it, or if he doesn't want all that ribbon at the top, he can turn it over and have just a smaller amount of ribbon. So I'm only going to do 2 inches of ribbon on this side, so I think I've done about 1 inch there. So it's very nearly finished, and it'll definitely be finished today because he's waited forever for this cowl. So that is that, and it's absolutely lovely. It's done in 4-ply. And it's gorgeous. It's taken a while because of all the ribbon. He said to me, I want a Sockhead Cowl, no, Sockhead slouch hat next. No. So I've cast him on some socks because it's just, that is a lot of ribbing. I don't mind, it's easy TV knitting, you can just get on with it, pick it up, put it down, it's just like knitting on socks, it's absolutely fine. But yeah, so that will be finished today, fingers crossed. So there's not a great deal to say about that really. You've all seen it before already. Now, I also did cast on some socks for Danny. Where are they? They should be down here somewhere. So Danny has requested a pair of socks. So I dyed him up some yarn especially because I wanted him to try some of the hand-dyed yarn. So this colourway has no name, it's just red and black. But this is how I purposely dyed it so these stripes won't link up. It's just very, very random. And I did dye it that way on purpose. And it's gorgeous. So for Danny, I'm not sure whether I've done the right thing. I've cast on 72 stitches, which I think should be fine. But as soon as I've done the heel bit, you can try them on. So it's going to have black. It's not black, it's like a really dark grey. I've not wound it up yet. It's the Attic Spindye Black Death colourway, which I'm going to pair with this. And I'm going to do heels and toes in that as well. Just 72 stitches, and then I think I need to do about 10 inches for his foot. Wow, it's going to take me ages. But no, he really, really wanted a pair of socks, so I was happy to oblige and make him some of those. So as soon as I've finished his cowl, I'll pick these back up and get on with these for him. He said to me the other day, they better not be for Christmas. You can't give me socks for Christmas. I can, and I will. But no, he can have them before Christmas if they're ready. I've got another pair of socks on the go as well, which just, honestly. I only have one 2.5 needle now, so I can only knit on one pair of socks at a time. I need to get some more. I'd built up quite a collection of the 2.75, so I could have quite a few different pairs of socks on the go. But I've only got one of these ones, and these, I think they're the Knit Pro ones. I always do magic loop. I've got some double pointed needles, but I can do it, but I don't enjoy it, not like on magic loop. So I'll just stick with these, but I do need to get some more 2.5 needles. So yeah, just a standard pair of vanilla socks for Danny in his special colourway. I'll put a picture of this skein on the screen, so I was really impressed when I skeined it up. It looked so nice. But yeah, that's that. And I also have, take this sock off here, a pair of socks on the go for Ruby. So Ruby had requested a pair of socks as well. I don't know what this colourway is. I've had it in my stash for quite a while. It's beautiful. I do know that it's got bamboo in it, but I can't remember where the yarn was from. Danny bought me it. But it's gorgeous. So these are for Ruby. The toes and heels are a Somerset Yarns. It was a rainbow pack that I bought months ago, and it came, I think it was 6 50 grams of, there was a blue, an orange, a green, a red, and a yellow and a purple, and I've used them for everything. That was the best thing I ever bought, that rainbow pack. But yeah, aren't they lovely? They remind me of unicorns. They're really nice. So they're for Ruby. So these are just slightly shorter. That's why it's not quite fitting on the sock blocker. So I'm gonna, once I've got Danny's first sock done, I'll go and do Ruby's second sock and then go back to Danny's second sock, just so I don't get bored. So I just change position and I've got cramp in my feet. So yeah, that's kind of how I avoid the second sock syndrome. I'll only do one sock at a time, unless it was my green socks, in which case I'll just whiz through them, no problem, because they were for me. But no, I'll finish Danny's first socks, go make Ruby's second sock, and then go back and make Danny's second sock, just to keep it a bit. This is the yarn. Isn't it gorgeous? I'll see if I can go through Danny's Etsy and see if I can find this yarn. He bought me it right at the beginning of the year, and I didn't have the band on it because I wound it up straight away to use it and then lost the ball band. But it's gorgeous. And this is the Somerset Yarns one. So that is those. And I do have another work in progress. So I am a patron of the Zeens and Roger podcast. I just love Rosina. I think she's fantastic and she makes some amazing things. And she sent an email, excuse me, and she put a free pattern out for patrons for the Christmas sweater. Oh my God, fell in love with it straight away and cast it on that night. So I don't have the pattern down here because you don't really need to follow the pattern too much. So I'll put a picture on the screen. Now, this is crochet and it's done in C2C, which was the bit that just sold it for me. Now I'm using, it's the Women's Institute yarn. It's a soft and smooth tweed. It's an Aran and this is a 400 gram ball. I'm going to need another one, which is that. And it is in the colourway pink. So that's that, and this is the yarn. Isn't it gorgeous? It's so soft and silky, it's beautiful. So like I say, cast it on that night. So I was saving this yarn to make the weekender, but this is going to be the front panel and almost finished. Well, no, it's halfway finished. I'm just about, Stewie, don't do that to the camera, darling, thank you. I'm just about to start decreasing to go the other way. So C2C, you start in one corner and you keep going across diagonally until you get it to the size that you want, and then you decrease to bring it back the other way. It's beautiful. What I liked about this is, just 1 second, Stewie's attacking my yarn. Stewart! No, it's naughty. No. You see the look he's giving me. What I liked about this is it has a really long ribbon for the sleeve, which I think is just beautiful. And I don't think it'll take too long. I can whiz through C2C, unless it's the Snoopy blanket, quite quickly. So really, really like this pattern. It's a bit stiff at the moment, but I think what will happen with that is when I block it, and I'll steam block it because it's acrylic. Let me just double check it is acrylic. 1 second, I'm sure it's acrylic. 97% acrylic, 3% viscose. But when I steam block this, it'll soften right up. It'll be absolutely fine. So I've just got a panel. So I'll make a front panel, a back panel, then you'll join them together and then you'll make the sleeves and add them on as well. So it all needs seaming up. But I don't mind seaming. I quite like it. It don't bother me. So I've never actually made a crochet garment before, so this will be my first one. I'm quite confident that I can have this finished by the next time I podcast. Because I just don't think it'll take very long at all. I really, really don't. But we shall see. It depends if I get sidetracked by any more projects, which could happen. I had to laugh actually because I was on Instagram and I was talking to Jeanette from Crafty Cleggs Creations, and at the moment we are, like, 1 second. Sorry about that, Stewart just jumped on Bert's back. Oh my God, these cats, seriously, they're just not calming down. They're still really naughty. Cute though. Yeah, I was speaking to Jeanette from Crafty Cleggs Creations, and it's so weird because at the moment we're just following each other on projects that we do. We did the Close to You show, we both ended up doing that, and then the Show Us Your Scraps Mates, we both ended up doing that. And then when I posted my picture of the Stephen West hat on Instagram, she sent me a message and she goes, I'm just about to cast this on. It's just so weird, it's funny. So I had to laugh at that. So yes, and I think that is that everything for finished up? No, it's not. I've got another work in progress. How did I forget this? This is my Advent one. So, I'll talk about this, which will then lead us on to the Advent talk. Now, for Advent, I've never had an Advent calendar before, so this is my first time doing an Advent knit, and I really, really want to do it every single day. So I am going to be making the Habitation Throw by Helen Stewart. I think everybody knows this pattern. This is it. Now I've had this for a long time, wanted to make it for a long time, And I really, really want to be able to knit each mini into it every single day, so that by the time it comes to Christmas Eve, this blanket will be finished. So this is day 1, and I did it yesterday. This is the Green Lambkin Yarn Advent Calendar, and isn't it just beautiful? The colourway is, not that one. Now, Suzanne, you're going to have to tell me what this is because I messed it up yesterday. It says, dead as a Dawner. Now, does it mean dead as a doornail? Or is it dead as a Dawner? I don't know. But it's beautiful. I absolutely love it. It's gorgeous. It's just blues and whites, just like a proper frosty. It's beautiful. So this advent calendar was the 10-gram advent calendar, all 4-ply. So I did yesterday. I started the pattern and I knit all of my mini into it. I've only got a tiny amount left, but I'm finishing on the end of a wrong side row so I can start the new skein at the start of the right side row. And today's colourway is Merry Christmas Uncle. This is day 2 and this is pinks and greens. Isn't it beautiful? They're all sparkly so far. I can't remember whether all of the advent calendar is sparkly or not, but these are sparkly. They're absolutely gorgeous. So that's going to be my next colour, which I will knit in today. And like I say, I really, really want to be able to keep on top of this. I thought 10 grams, it's going to be really, really easy to knit all that in one day. And yesterday I was quite shocked about how long this actually took. But to be fair, starting it off was a little bit fiddly because you had to start off with an I-cord cast on. So it was a little bit fiddly to start, so that probably took me longer. But yeah, it'll be so lovely to have this for Christmas Eve and finish it Christmas Eve. We shall see. I don't think I'm going to be able to do it. It's been okay with this past couple of days. I've not really had many plans. It's a busy day tomorrow, so I don't think I'll be able to knit on it quite as quick. I'll be catching up on other days. So my advent knitting is going to take priority over December, and everything else will just get worked on as it gets worked on. This is priority knitting. But yeah, we shall see. I'm really enjoying it. And like I say, it's my first advent calendar, so I'm just really, really pleased and loving it. So that leads us on to advent calendars. So I bought the one from Green Lambkin Yarns, and I've been buying that since March. I could not afford an advent calendar. I couldn't afford to go out and buy one outright, and the lovely Suzanne has been selling them since March, and you buy 3 days at a time, so it's been really, really good. The hardest thing has been not peaking. It really, really has, and I've not peaked once. But I did end up with 2 more advent calendars. My lovely friend Shelley surprised me with an advent calendar. Oh my God, yesterday morning I was just blown away when I opened it. It came with dies. So I think she's put dies in quite a few of the packages because I've been squashing and feeling as I do because I'm such a child. But yeah, isn't it beautiful? And this colourway is vermilion. It's just gorgeous. And I got some bed socks as well, some really pink fluffy sparkly bed socks, so I had them on last night when my feet were so cold. So I was just absolutely blown away. I wasn't expecting it at all, so I've got itchy nose. I wasn't expecting it at all. I was absolutely blown away. So thank you very, very much, Shelley. Honestly, I've just no words. I was blown away. And then I did an advent swap with Emma from Moo and Mouse. We did a little swap together, and day 1, look. Isn't it gorgeous? Look at that. It's just beautiful. Just absolutely beautiful. I was just like, oh my God. And what I love about this is it's winter themed, so I can use it in January, February, March. It's just gorgeous. I love the polka dot on the bottom. It's just beautiful. So I've been thoroughly spoiled with Advent this year. I feel very lucky indeed. So that is that. So we'll move on to incoming goodies. I've got a few to show you this week. This first one is for me, but it's for Christmas. Now, I did want to show it on the podcast because I just think it's such a great gift idea. And then Danny's going to be taking it straight off me after the podcast. But I do want to show you it. This is from Spindye. And it's a fibre spinning crafting for therapy drop spindle set. It's lovely. I'd seen this on the, because I'm constantly on their Etsy page. It's got so bad that now Jake said to me the other day, what do you want for Christmas? So I just sent him a message and put, go to Spindye. And he did, bless him, because a parcel came through the post and I noticed it was from Spindye. I was like, oh my word. And then the children's grandma, she goes away for Christmas and she said, what do you want for your birthday? Because my birthday's in January. So I sent her a message and I said, go to Spindye. I'm not a stalker or anything. Anyway, so I got this. Now, obviously I've seen it because I ordered this myself. It's just beautiful. Now, when I went to Yarndale and I saw the spinning wheels and I fell in love, they are so expensive and I could not warrant, I don't have the money to buy a spinning wheel, but it's something I really wanted to try. So this was really reasonable. Got a lovely card as well. And it comes with such a great gift. So you've got your fleece. And I've not put it together yet because, like I say, it's not for me to use yet. It comes with a spindle, you just pop it together. So I've been watching YouTube videos galore on these drop spindles. I don't know how long it's going to take me. It's not about that, it's about the relaxation of it. But I would love to be able to have a mini that I put in something that I've spun myself. So that's the colour that I chose, which I just think is beautiful. And it's such a great gift. It was really reasonably priced. And they also have some, so I'll just stop that rustling 1 second. They also have some slow stitching sets, which are lovely. I think there's 5 kits, although a couple of them are sold out. And it just comes with everything that you need to start a slow stitching thing, which I've also been eyeing up. There's just so many wonderful things on there at the moment. So yeah, that is incoming goodie number 1. Now, incoming goodie number 2. This is Anne from Spar Knits was doing a charity grab bag. Now, see if I can get this right. I think £15 of the profits from this bag will go into the Stroke Association, and if I've got that wrong, I'm really sorry. I think that's what it was. And she put these grab bags up for sale a few weeks ago now. Instantly, oh, is there any left available? And she had one available, so she sent this to me. Isn't it beautiful? Look at that. It's just gorgeous. So this is Anne from Spar Knits. Did I say that? And when I opened it, look, she's filled all those minis in it. See if I can show you. The bag is just beautiful. It came with chocolate, but I ate that already. And a gorgeous little pencil and notebook. So we've got the notebook in here. Little notebook. Gorgeous stitch marker. I can get all these minis out to show you. Honestly, so many. Let me just tip it. 1 second, everybody. I'm really sorry. It came with all these beautiful minis. Honestly, Anne, Look at those. Aren't they just beautiful? There were so many, I couldn't believe it. So impressed. That's my favourite one. With that one. So I don't know whether I'm going to make some more Show Us Your Scraps mitts or some scrappy socks, or I may put it into my jelly roll blanket, because my jelly roll blanket is still, well, it's just a languishing project at the moment. So I may actually put it into that. But yeah, that is the project bag. It closes with a drawstring. It's just gorgeous. It's all lined inside. Isn't it beautiful? I was so pleased with it, honestly. It was just gorgeous. So that is that. And she also sent a giveaway prize. So when we do our next giveaway, which I will show you the prize. Look at that. Isn't it gorgeous? You see a little logo. It says handmade on it. Isn't it gorgeous? All lined as well. So that is for when we do our next giveaway. The next giveaway, I'll do a giveaway on the podcast when we reach, saying when, if. The next big giveaway will be a 1,000 subscriber giveaway, just because we've got a big birthday bonanza thing coming up in January. So I will save this for the big giveaway for the podcast. But yeah, excuse the rustling. We do have some plans for January, which I'll talk about that in a little bit. I'm really excited about that. So I think that is everything for the knitting content, everybody. So I shall move on to shop update. So if you've only come along for the knitting, then thank you very much for joining me. And if you want to stick around and see what's in the shop update, I'll show you now. So there is one more update before Christmas, and then that'll be it until January for the shop updates. There will be the mystery clubs going on sale around the 27th of December. I think we're not set in stone, but I think we've chosen Only Fools and Horses for the colourway inspiration this time, but we shall. It's not set in stone yet, so I'll let you know. But the first one, these have not got names yet. These ones I'm about to show you. So this is the first one. It's only just dry, so it's not skeined up or anything. And it's all pinks, purples and greens. Absolutely love it. So that's the first one. Along the same theme, we have a yellow with kind of green speckles, if you can see that. Not too heavily speckled, there is in places. That's that one. All 4-ply, 75.25. This is the next one. And then we have my two favourites, which is this one. I love that one. And this one. This is my absolute favourite. Just gorgeous, just greys and purples. So that's the ones that were dyed yesterday by Danny. And then Danny did 3 more last week. Now he was trying to replicate the green from the socks, which was pea soup, which is this one. He came up with this one. It's beautiful. So this is pea soup. Very similar. It's quite a tonal green. But yeah, that's that one. Obviously, we had to have a Christmas colourway. This is the Grinch. It's tonal again, but a bit more bright. So that's the Grinch. Now this one is pinks and greens. See that? It's beautiful. So that's that one. And one that I dyed. This I've called A Very Regal Christmas. which is a very, very tonal purple, purpley pink. And this one is, I've kept just to show on the podcast this morning, but it's going off in the post in about half an hour. I dyed this for our friend Suzanne, and I just love it. I absolutely love it. She put a picture on Instagram and said she'd like to see it in a colourway form. I'll try and add that picture here if I can. But this is the colourway, and this is Clayton Bay Sunset, and it's about to wing its way to our friend in half an hour. It's beautiful. So that's that one. And there's this one, which is purple and blue. This one is called Wise Old Elf. It's a very dark, variegated purples, blues, greys and greens. Choose that one. And we have another blue one, which is this one. Again, it's very, very tonal. It is all blue, but it's just different shades of blue. And then finally, we have, I said last time that I wanted to build up the mini skeins to sell separately in the shop, which is what the plan was with these. Very bright, but I just think together they look so nice for heels, toes and cuffs. This is what I would buy mini skeins for, because a lot of the times when I come to make socks I can't find a matching colour. But yeah, that's what I will buy them for. So I don't know whether to keep them as separate, which was the plan, and just have them separate in the shop, or put them together in a set. Let me know what you think in the comments. I don't know, but yeah, I think they look so nice as like a jewel set. But they're all very nice. So that is them, and there is still some left in the shop. I'm quite shocked this is still there. This is true denim. I don't mind having it for Christmas, it's fine. Which is that one. There's still another mini skein set left in the shop. There's that one that's left, and there is 2 of these left. So there are a few bits still left in the shop, but yeah, they are the new yarns going into the update. And I think that's everything. Wow, I have waffled on for 42 minutes. Hopefully I can edit some of that out. So I hope that you all enjoyed watching, and I hope that you'll join me for Vlogmas. Hello. Danny's just staring at me right there.
Hi. Hi guys.
I've already had to kick Josh out, honestly. Anyway, so I hope that you all have a lovely crafty 2 weeks. For those of you that are watching Vlogmas, I'll see you again later for Vlogmas, and I'll see you tomorrow for Vlogmas, and right up until, I'm going to do up until Christmas Eve, and then I'll just see what happens after that. I don't know yet, but yeah, I'll see what happens after that. But thank you for watching, everybody. Stay safe, and I'll see you all in 2 weeks. Bye.